All right, I got a little bit of a review for you today. Nate and I is gonna start doing some winter camping, some hot tent camping. So we went ahead and we looked around for some decent stuff to get. If we're gonna spend the money, I wanted to spend it right. And there's a lot of options. This Pomoly company, they have tents and they have stoves too. So we went in and picked up their Dweller Max 3. This was newer for 2024, and it's got windows in the front side, and it's got the tray. Also too, I watched a lot of reviews. I don't know if it's just this stove or if it's all the Dwellers. People said you can't open the ashtray without opening the main door. On this one you can. There's little tabs there. You just drop them down and you pull the ashtray out. So I don't know. There's not a whole lot on these stoves. This stove in particular, I think I only found like two videos on YouTube of this. So with that on the Dweller 3, it's just got little tabs. They're a little loose. We just got it yesterday, so we haven't had a chance. We haven't even done a burn on that. We're gonna do that tonight, but I wanted to do a real quick video of it. Height-wise, they give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pieces, and they're a foot each of the stainless steel. And there's 13 pieces plus the spark arrestor, so that's another whole piece. So there's like 14 pieces there. I don't have them all up because I don't need them all up tonight to do this first burn. Going price when we actually got this here, it was $535 for this model here. Little on the high side, but you know, there's a couple other ones I was looking at, but they didn't have really good reviews. And this thing's built like a tank though. It's solid. This thing's got between 30 and 35 pounds carrying this thing around. All your sections will fit inside your box, and then the legs actually fold up too. So the biggest piece of wood that I can get in there at this point is 13 inches. That's a pretty good sized piece of wood. And you got to take it, you got to open it up and put it in there on the angle, but as you can see, it goes in there pretty easy. So, but it's got the wood guards in front, the extra glass, and also too, the door comes off, which I didn't realize this until after we got it. I don't know if that's just to help for cleaning or whatnot, but, and it goes on pretty good. People were complaining about the handle, but we'll find out tonight once we get it fired up and see how the heat transfers over. You got the vent on top for the glass, and then the draft vent on the bottom. Everything seems to work pretty good. I haven't gone through and like tested everything, you know what I mean, other than just you know, like all the bolts or whatever. I haven't gone through with the Allen wrench and turned all the bolts. So we'll wait. We'll get this first burn in tonight, and we'll go back through and we'll check everything. This comes off. I have the actual tool for this, and it's for an open flame, and we'll show that tonight once we get it burning. We got I got a fire maple pot that will stick on there. Also too, what I want to get is one of those little fans for like the fireplaces that blows the heat around. So I'm gonna get one of those. I will put a screenshot of this stove. You can get this stove off Amazon right now, but I didn't want to buy off Amazon for this. I wanted to go right to the company, which is funny because I wound up getting the box from Amazon. So, so apparently their store is in California. It's through Amazon. So we ordered on the dome tent we got the biggest one they had. It was the Pomoly Dome 6X6 tent. It's supposed to sleep 4 to 6 persons. And I got the ground sheet and all the stuff with it. It's got this one here was a little bit on the expensive side. We got the maroon one. It was a pre-order. We didn't get the tan one. We probably would have actually got the tan one already, but I'm waiting to hear back from them to see what the pre-order is actually on the website. I had a $50 coupon for the actual dome tent, and that comes, you had to buy the ground sheet for that, which you don't have to buy, and then some other accessory stuff that we picked up. So the tent with all the other accessories was $760. So between that and the stove itself, it's like $1,200-ish around in there. So what me and my boy did, we just split the cost. So we put it on the credit card, and we're gonna split the cost. So, but we're gonna go ahead. Everything looks pretty good though. I mean, it's a beautiful looking stove, and I'll give you a tour around. But I'll definitely put between the stove and the actual tent of what we have. I'll do screenshots from the company, and I'll also show you. They don't have the tent actually, because apparently it's a newer one. They don't have that on Amazon, so I'll actually show you the pictures from the actual website. So, but I'll show you this. But I tell you what, as it stands now, this baby's built like a tank, man. It's thick. It's heavy, like I say, between 30 and 35 pounds. When I pulled it off the porch the other day, it's got some weight to it. And like I say, the stainless steel pipes, they're pretty rigid. And they just slide in. The weird thing is though, some of these things, the way they're, and I'm gonna have to figure out all this, how all this goes back together, because some of these actually, they slide into each other, right? They don't all do that, but some of them do. And then what's nice about this too, and we heard a lot of other people talking about the first Dweller that they made, is that the way that this is built, all the creosote or any of your drippings actually go into the stove and get burned up. So, because that's actually an inner that goes on the top, and that is all one single piece of the stove too. So, it's got a nice little draft vent on it on top. It's pretty solid. I haven't found anything wrong with it, but like I say, we're gonna get a burn, but I wanted to get some of the video up front so you can actually see it in the daylight before we actually do the burn tonight. So, but I'll get up and I'll show you some pictures of all the sides and the bottoms and all that stuff too. So, but yeah, if you got any questions, let me know, and I will be posting within the next month or so once we start using it, if we get the tent here shortly. Because I actually have another stove that I'm going to buy, but I'll get into that later. It's actually for a smaller tent, but for myself. But this thing's supposed to kick out some heat, so we're gonna find out tonight. But I like it. It's all stainless steel, nice glass front. All right, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna give you a look around. I'm gonna take some of this apart so I can show you what some of it looks like. So, yeah. All right, so I got 9 pieces on there now, and that goes up to the spark arrestor. That's up top, and it's also 12 inches. So we'll take some of these pieces of pipe apart here so I can show you the actual. Maybe fits together pretty good. So, and there's the actual draft vent. It's in there pretty good. Not loose. I mean, it stays pretty good in position. We'll find out tonight after we get some heat on it and see how that holds up. And then the actual wells and stuff that hold the inside, that's all one solid piece, goes down into the stove itself. And then there's a tool that comes with this, but it's in the house. But that baby's got some, that's a thick piece of top too, so that ain't gonna warp. So, and then there's where you're going to put your pot for your open fire, or even you can even throw some wood down in there too if you wanted to, some scraps or whatnot. That goes back on like that. Side glass, front glass, and then there's also side glass on this side too. All right, so the legs down. That's how it folds up. That's how they give you a case. It actually goes in a case like that too. And then your draft vent right here for the bottom. Everything's pretty self-explanatory. The legs feel okay. I do notice when you do pick it up, this one here kind of moves a little bit, but it just mainly tightened. So, but other than that, feels like it's gonna be okay. Like I say, that baby's got some weight to it. Put the cat back on it, and I'll get a pot and show you what that looks like here. So this is actually the tool that they give you, and when they ship it, you get no, just so as you know, you get no instructions with this thing. So you kind of got to figure everything out. I mean, it's not rocket science. You figure it out. Look at a couple of YouTube videos. They don't have, like I say, there's only 1 or 2 videos of this model, but it ain't even the Max 3. It's just the regular Dweller. But this piece here, I didn't think I got this piece when they sent it to me, and it's just a piece that opens the lid, right? So you can take it off and on when it's hot. And then this is like the fire raker part, and it's supposed to be also too for the door, to use it for the door. So, but we'll find out. I usually wear gloves, so taking this part off here would probably be a good idea, but I can even throw a knife on there or something to pull that off too. So, but trying to get this out every time I have to open the door is gonna be a big pain. But when you get this stove, this is wrapped in cellophane and it's stuck to the back of the tray, the actual ashtray. I didn't think they sent it to me, but after further inspection of ripping the stove halfway apart, I did see it in the back. So I don't know why they wouldn't have just put it in the oven, the stove part of itself, but whatever. But like I say, you can take that part off, and then you can put, that's a fire maple pot. That fits on there pretty good. We're gonna try it tonight. I'm sure it'll be just fine. And like I say, it's nice too, because you can get another pot here. I have another one of their, I have a bunch of their fire maple stuff, and I will put all that stuff on there tonight so you can see how it all sets up. So yeah. And then I'm sure it'll boil it just as good there too. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and stock some wood in this baby. We're gonna wait for it to get a little darker, and then we're gonna fire this baby up, you know? All right. All right, so what I forgot to, before I light it, also too, it comes with a, this stabilizer thing that goes up on top of the spark arrestor. And then they give you a little bag that's got some nuts and stuff, like replacement nuts and stuff. So forgot to say that. So let's get this, take this piece out. Get some of this dry stuff in here. I have some fire starters we'll use. And if that don't work, we're gonna cheat. We should be good though. Let me grab some more scraps and we'll throw some more stuff in there and we'll get her fired up. All right, so got some kindling in here, make sure all the vents are open. Let's get her fired up. Cheating. We ain't got time for this. Still warm already. I like it. Once we get it burning, we'll shut the door and let the draft take over. Right, now we just sit and wait. I think we're good to go. Once we get the draft on her, I'll throw some more bigger pieces and stuff in there. I got some hickory and some oak to throw in there. So, and then like I say, this little vent here is supposed to help keep the glass and all that clean. So, but I can see the draft's working pretty good already. Once we get it heated up, we'll be good to go. So, yeah, all right, there we go. Hope everybody's having a good Christmas, man. She's a little chilly out here tonight. I think she's like, I don't know, 28, 29 out here right now. So, but I think we're doing good, man. Like I say, once we get a good burn, I'll throw a couple more pieces of this stuff in there. The bigger pieces in there, so we'll be golden. We'll be golden. All right, she looks good. Get a nice good cold bed going in there too. I'm curious to see how that's going to hold up with all the holes that are in there. The glass looks pretty good though. Also too, I got a thermometer, one of those laser thermometers too. We'll check the heat from top and bottom, sides, glass, stuff like that here once we get her going. I'm gonna let her burn for a couple hours, man, just so we can, I'm gonna run some wood through this baby, see what we got. And once we get her going, I'm gonna shut down everything. I'm gonna see how good it does on the smolder. So it's definitely getting some heat on it though. Oh yeah, the pipes are getting hot. So that's a good thing. Yeah. All right, let me get some close-ups. That's the front. Take it over to the side here. Not too bad. I'm going to shut that vent. See what that does. We got the pipes going up. Oh, that smoke going up in there. Like I said, we got some dirty wood up in there too. Some pine stuff in there too. So that's going to make a difference when you get everything burning. So we'll give her a shot and see what we got. All right, so we're like about 15 minutes into it, and everything's looking pretty good. I'm assuming, I'm gonna have to look this up, but I think when you open that vent, it helps keep the glass clear. But I'm gonna have to look that up because I wanted to do that earlier today and I just totally forgot. But the glass on the sides is kind of, let's see what that one, yeah, the other one's like that too. But I think it's supposed to clear up though. Once it gets to a certain temperature, it's supposed to clear up. So, but I have the bottom draft vent all the way open and shut it. It does a pretty good job smoldering it out. I got it about medium now. Same way with the draft up top. So you can see it works pretty well. That's wide open and you can see it slows it down a lot. Get that nice long burn. But we're looking at, I got the glass itself, 600. Let me see, the top of the stove is like almost 300. On top, the pipe stove itself is 198, 200. And of course it's going to be less as we go up, but we're going to let, like I say, we're only about 15 minutes into it now. The bottom of the stove is where the ash pan's at. It's only 70, 80 degrees. All right, so we're about a half an hour into it now. Still the same log. I got it a little bit more past, it's about half now. Same way with the top part. I took and got my Coleman coffee pot, threw that on there. I want to see about how long it's going to take for that to boil without taking the lid off. And we're at 310, 314, somewhere around in there for the top. So it's warming up. So pipe the pipe's getting warmer. It's at 380 roundabouts. So you can open the draft vent up top, see what it does. But I'm curious to see how long. If she's throwing some heat out though, that's for sure. Ew. And like I say, we're still burning just that one log. And it's just that small one like this. And it ain't no bigger than that chunk right there. That's a piece of hickory. So she's burning pretty good. Checking the door handle, see. I can still grab it. Been burning a half an hour, I can still grab it. So that's a good thing. Like it's not really even hot at all, to be honest with you. It keeps fluctuating, and I think it will. Smoke-wise, we got almost no smoke at all coming out. So I guess that's good. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up. So far she's doing okay. The sides are all blocked up though. But the front's still pretty clear. So far so good. I'm overly happy with it. Like I say, I have another one I'm gonna buy. It's the longer one, but it's not a Pomoly though. I'd have to look that other name up, but it's a popular brand too. It's about 250 buckish around in there. So, but yeah, I definitely think this thing would, it's definitely gonna have to be heating your stuff up because it has smoldering pretty good. Still handle, like I say. We're beyond a half an hour now, so we'll check here in about an hour and see what we got. I think I'm gonna need to get new batteries for my dew jigger. She going out. All right, we are into about an hour of it that we've had it going. Same log. She's holding up pretty good. I had to put batteries in my my meter, but we're still only pulling at 236-ish out of the top. I had to put new batteries in her. She was giving me wrong readings, but out of the pipe itself, everything's still under 300. Top of it, 180. Bottom, let's see what the bottom still is. Bottom's still in the 80s, 70s, 80s. I got two cameras going, that's why I'm looking both ways. But actual shooting directly into it, which, we're at 500, almost 600 degrees inside, but that is still the same log, so we're already into an hour of it. I would say probably water-wise, because I got it on low. It's probably been maybe 25 minutes, and it's boiling, but it's not percolating. So I would say probably, yeah, she definitely, she boiling. But I would say if you're gonna do that, either crank this baby up or take the little pot cover thing off. That's what I would do. But I got it, it's on, we're about, look, I'm still holding, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm still holding on to it. It's not hot at all. The door itself, it had a little, it gets hard to open. But it's not hot. I mean, I can hold on to it. But that's kind of okay though. I'd much rather have it, I would much rather have it a little stiff than be, you know, with a bit of flopping around though. But I would definitely, for what it is though, I mean, it's throwing off some good heat though. Definitely gonna work pretty good in a hot tent. And like I say, I still got to figure out how this thing here works out, because all the glass is all on the sides they're all charcoaled up. So I'm gonna look into it. And like I say, we're at half here and we're half up here, so she's still going strong though. And I think it's just now starting to percolate a little bit. But I would definitely either crank it up or take that cover off. Let's see. Let's take that cover off and see what we got. Put that right on there. See what kind of reaction we can get out of that now, because it's going to be direct. See if that makes a difference. But all right, we're into an hour of it. We'll check back, see what we got. Yeah. She's definitely starting to percolate a little bit. Let's open her up. Let's open the baby up here. Let's throw a log in there. It's supposed to be, ow! That's hot. Yeah, that's why you use gloves. Don't leave your poker on top of the stove. That's hot. All right, let's shut her back up. You're going there. That baby was hot. And I ain't got no glove on that hand too. Take that baby, put her on the, she's all suited up. Put it up, that one on the ground. Like I say, I would definitely, I got both the vents open, wide open too, so it'll catch that log pretty quick. But it's just now, I think part of it is too, I think that, granted, I had it on the slow roll. So if I'd get up in the morning and I'm gonna cook some coffee, I'm definitely gonna have this baby roasted. Especially if you're gonna do any cooking on it. We're still under 300 on the top. We're at 311, 3.8 on the pipe. That's because we're going full out, but I think part of that is too is because it's that double walled. So it's kind of making it, and there again, if I would have had this thing going 100%, we probably would have had it boiling already. But we're already into a half an hour. It's percolating now. But that's because I got it directly over that. Now, it's just going to take some time to figure out, you know, what it's going to take. Can you actually, people say you can actually cook on this, so we're going to actually have to, am I going to be able to cook on top of this, or am I going to have to take the the lid out, the boiler part of the lid out. So, man, but we're definitely boiling. Like I said, it's just going to take some time to figure it out. I'm sure you'll be able to cook on it. And like I said, I wish these things were on the side and not on the top, because that way you could put some more stuff on there. But I'm going to look into that too, because that's actually how you carry it. The bag itself doesn't have any any handles on it, but if those don't need to be there, I'm going to take those off and see. Because if it's not hot, you can pick it up anywhere. You know what I mean? So she's definitely going now. Put my glove back on. And also too, if you just caught into it, it's this is the Pomoly Dweller Max 3, between 30 to 35 pounds. And it averaged around $530 something. So like I say, they gave me, I had a coupon to get a little bit better deal, but we were still under the 500s on it. So, and I see it starting to open up the sides. I'll bring you around here. Let me show you. See how it's starting to open up the, I think once the fire starts burning a lot hotter, it'll start cleaning the glass off a little bit more. How's the other side look? It's starting to do the same thing, so. But, you know, All right, so I'm going to take that off. How hot is this baby? Can I lift it without it? Oh, yeah. Good pair of gloves, man, you know. All right, so I'm going to pop that off there. Pop this back on there. All right, so we know to boil the water. Pop that back on there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a frying pan, a skillet, a cast iron skillet, and we're going to try to cook an egg on this baby so we can see where we're at. I'm going to turn these down to about half and let her smolder up a little bit. And then I'm going to go get some stuff and we'll cook an egg or something on there. Something. I got sausage too. We'll see what we got. But that's, like I said, I wish them things weren't there. I wish they were on the sides. That would have made a little bit more sense. But you still have enough real estate there to put a pot here and another smaller pot here. A lot of the fire maple ones will fit perfect on there. So we'll let her smolder a little bit and we'll go get some food and we'll see what we got. Yeah. All right, so we got some eggs, some tater rounds. These things are great. And then some bacon. So I've had it sitting in there preheating. So let's see where we're at. Whoo! Now that says we're at 400 and... All right. So we'll see. So far that looks promising, so... Grab my other one here. Hold on a second. All right. I'm having a difficult there. So I'm going to just put the bacon in first. She's definitely hot enough to cook. I got a cast iron pan because I know it's going to be a little bit harder for that to heat up than it is a regular steel pan that we have for camping. So, alright, looking good. Give this a couple minutes. We're definitely cooking, that's for sure. All right. Sweet. And then I'll throw the tater rounds in here in a minute because they're still frozen. Those are great. That's a great idea if you guys want to take the taters and all that. Take them frozen ones out there from Kroger's or whatever, and I cook those, and that makes some nice hash browns in the morning. Real simple. Yeah. Threw taters in there. Let them thaw out a little bit. She's doing good. I noticed that it's a little hotter over on this side, but And we're still at only half down there and then half up the flue up here. So the draft covers are open half. So she's still cooking. It's getting there. Like I say, I didn't open them up or anything. There's still some good fire in there. But I'm sure, like I say, in the morning, once you get this thing blazing up, you can get her going. All right. All right, so I'm thinking to, this makes it nice because you can do a nice slow cook. But let's, because look, I can grab the handle of the pot without a glove on. So that just shows you how the heat is on top of this thing. Let's open her up. Let's get some air through there. Get this baby cooking. She's cooking. I mean, she's still cooking. And like I say, if you don't want to make anything major burns, I mean, that would be okay. You're not in no hurry. But let's look at the heat wise, see where we're at. We're at on the bottom of the pan, the actual pan itself. It's 345 roundabouts. Top of the stove, which I don't understand how the top of the stove can be, you know, the top of the stove. Of course, I'm over that little hole, so that may make a difference too. And I still have that lid on there, but we'll just keep going. We'll let her cook. The fire has picked up a little bit. She was smoldering pretty good. That's one thing, it smolders pretty good. Got a nice slow burn to it. These are pretty much thawing out now, so that's what I want. And I'm gonna throw some eggs in there. I mean, it makes it nice too that you can grab this pan, but the problem with that is though, when you get used to doing that, and that baby gets hot one day, you're gonna grab that baby like I did that poker, and you're gonna remember. That's for sure. So far, so good. All right, I'm gonna get our kinders, wildfire, garlic. Well, I love this stuff. Thanks, Carissa. I need sponsorship. Like I say, I think if you had at least one of these off, I'm gonna have to, like I say, I'm gonna check into that tomorrow. See if I can manually take one. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. Of course, I'm probably gonna have to take the whole top off to get it off, but let me get my beer over here. Ain't cooking without a beer. Woo! All right, I have tortillas. I'm gonna finish cooking this. I want that bacon. Probably should let the bacon chipped up a little bit more, but that's all right. We're gonna let her sit there for a couple minutes. Let her get all, and I can still hold the pan. So, not too bad, not too bad. I'll take that. All right, so she's getting hot now. Of course, I got the temperature on the stove up, but I can still grab it. But I'm gonna put a glove on because she's gonna start getting hotter. And I need to move this baby around a little bit, scrape all the goodness off the bottom of this. And see, that's what's nice is you get a nice crustiness on there from all them tater tots. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the eggs on there. I'm gonna put it aside and we're gonna gonna warm the tortillas up on there. See what we got. Hang on a second here. One egg, two, Got a third one here somewhere. There it is. Yeah. We are cooking. Put my glove back on and put some more seasoning on there. The garlic stuff's good too. But, let's see what we got here. So far, so good. All right. Got all that that good non-stick coating for the cast iron. I love these things. They are perfect. I actually turned the drafts down. They were at half. I actually turned them down about a quarter now. So it'll start, because I'm done cooking. So that way the stove will actually just start smoldering up a little bit. I'll give you a picture on the inside. So there's a picture of the inside. She's smoldering pretty good. I got her down. Like I say, the handle is, you see me grabbing it, I can open it. So we're still doing good on the handle, and it's been almost 2 hours, and I can still open and close it, so yeah. Glass is staying pretty clean on the front. The sides are clearing up a little bit. I think that's just gonna come with heat when we get it together, so awesome. She definitely done. All right. So, see if I turn my light on. There we go. That's a little better. All right. Yep, she's gotten warmer. That's for sure. I'll set her on this piece of wood. Yeah, she's hot. So I'm gonna take the tortillas, put them on the top. Ooh. Uh-oh, we're burning. Burning on the stove. That's probably not a good idea. Kids, don't try this at home. We'll do a flappy warm. They're cold. I think it's probably why they stuck. All right. Moment of truth. Throw some sauce. Some Red Hots, baby. I'm gonna sit here, roll me a little breakfast burrito, have me a beer, and finish out the night. Awesome. So, like, I don't know if you can see me now, but conclusion, stove's nice. For $500 something, it better be. I had no doubts that it wasn't going to be able to do what it was supposed to do. So, I'm gonna get the $250 one, and I can't remember right off the name what it's in, but it's on Amazon. There's a popular one too. Not quite as big as this one though. So, but I like it. I just think it's, we're gonna have to mess with it a little bit, but I'm gonna run half now. I never really changed the top part. I can still hold the top just fine. There's like no heat coming off that at all. on the spring part of it, there's a little bit of heat, but, and then still the door. I can still open the door. And we're, I don't know, about 3 hours into it. So, and that's just that one log, and I put that one extra one in there, that smaller one, but that's it. It's been burning all this time for 3 hours, so. And I've been messing with it. Yeah. Awesome. Let's see what the top is now. We're still we're under 200 now. About 200. And then we're at 201 on the pipe. But like, there's a little bit of smoke coming out of the top, but that's it, man. I'm gonna jam some logs in there. And I'm gonna shut that damper on both top and bottom, and I'm just gonna walk in. I'm gonna see how long it's gonna go. And we'll see what happens, man. All right, man, I hope you guys are having a good night. The day before Christmas Eve. And I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna finish get my beer, finish eating my stuff, and I'm gonna go find something to do. Later. GoPro, stop recording.